Hey guys, it's Laurie McNaughton, the founder of TPQ Business Academy. The reason I call it TPQ is for Turn a Profit Quick, because if you're going to hire me, I'm going to work hard to turn a profit inside your business quick. So I'm also your Scale Up Biz Coach. And the reason that I use that moniker is because I'm going to help you scale your business up with a whole lot less stress. In fact, fun, time, and more profit, and just make it more rewarding for you quicker and faster than you could do it on your own. Why do I say that? Because success leaves clues. And I've been doing this for over 20 years now. So I know some of the ins and outs and the reasons why businesses succeed and why businesses fail. And I know how to help you put the foundations in place to make sure that you are a success in your business. So here's one. And I'm going to make this hopefully short so that it doesn't take you long to listen to it. One of the driving forces in any business is the vision, the mission, and the core values of the company. So imagine you started a business. You're a sole proprietor to start out with. You're all by yourself. Maybe you got one other person working with you. I'm not sure at this particular point, but you already have a vision of what you want to have. And that is, you'd want to do great work. You want to make good money. You want to be your own boss. You want to have financial and time freedom. That's the vision of what you'd like to have in your business, or as a result of creating this business. You already have a mission statement or a mission, and that is how you're going to create what it is that you're going to create. So you're going to treat customers with respect. You're always going to do a great job, and you're going to make the customer happy. So that's your mission. And you already have values. Everybody, all of us have values. Sometimes we probably don't really think about it very much. But in the end, if we sat down and said, what do I value? What's most important for me? You'd come up with a list of those values. So it could be things like honesty, integrity, work hard, be a leader, loyalty, kindness, and excellence. So this is for all intents and purposes, your vision statement, your mission statement, and your core values, but they're just inside you because, hey, I'm just a sole proprietor. And then you go, you know what? I'm kind of busy. I'm an electrician, a plumber, a drywaller, a insulator, a roofer, a cider, traffic control, the list goes on and on. And you start going, I need to have some people working for me. So you hire somebody. These people are happy. You're easy to manage because you're in close proximity to each other all the time. And you just continue to build this team. But here's the thing, now it starts to get complex, in part because each one of these people has their own vision and their own mission and their own core values. Now, if you don't have a vision, mission, and core values incorporated into your company, then they're just going to follow their own vision, mission, and core values, and they may not align with you. But you got to remember this: this is your business. This is your livelihood. This is your future. This is your creation. And so it's vitally important that you start. I would start this even before I got on the job on my own business. What is my mission, or what is my vision? Just to give you an idea, I've done different versions over the years, and this particular one is the one that I like the most, and that is to create a world where every individual and business thrives, making the world a better place for all. And then my mission statement is to make personal and professional development accessible and affordable for everyone, empowering individuals and businesses to unlock the full potential inside your company. Now, why did I pick that? Is because here's the thing: I want to make a difference. And I don't want to make a difference just in your life. I want to make a difference in the people who work for you and the people their families, your family. I want to make a difference in all these people's lives. And I know by doing that, I'm going to help you set the foundation for your company to do the same. So I'm going to help you change the people's lives that work for you. And you think of it this way: every A player has hopes, dreams, desires, and goals. And if you don't help them fulfill their hopes, dreams, desires, and goals, they're going to go to work for somebody else. Now, those people who don't have hopes, dreams, desires, and goals, they're not A players. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to stick around. So you got to write yourself a vision and mission statement and core values. Because at this point now, you're starting to see a little bit of the complexity of this adventure that you're on, because now you're just not dealing one-on-one with your customers yourself. Other people are dealing one-on-one with your customers. And so you might get somebody on your team who's not like an A player, maybe a bit of a, I don't know, I can't think of a good word. I want to say fuddy-duddy, but I don't think that's a good word. But you get somebody who's not like really has hopes, dreams, and desires, and they're just kind of lost, and they're just, sort of rolling out and putting in their time. But you needed a body. And then you hired another person, they were a good person. And then you hired another person, another happy person, they fit into the business. But then you hire one of these beasts. And I say these beasts, they don't fit in with you, what you're trying to do at all. And so here's the thing. You don't want these people working for you. Now, here's what I always say. You do everything you can to encourage them to be the best that they can be, but you give them timelines to do that. And if they don't do it, then you help them find work elsewhere. And how do you help them find work elsewhere? Is you let them go. I, I know some of you are going, it's really difficult to let people go. I'd say first of all, you're doing them a favor, but you're definitely doing the rest of the people on your team a favor as well. And so let them go to work for somebody else, so that they don't drive the rest of the team insane. So here's the thing: write a vision statement. Where do you want your business to be 10 years from now? If you're just starting out and you're young, maybe it's 20 years from now. And then the mission statement is how you're going to get there. So, you're going to hire all of these A guys and get rid of the B's and C's. And you're going to build systems and processes that are easily repeatable. You're going to develop leadership on your team. You're going to develop your communication skills so that the team can coalesce together and work together and become a team. And you're also going to create a set of core values so that everybody understands, what this is all about. So the vision is where you're going to go, where you're going to be 10, 20 years from now. Your mission is how you're going to get there. So the different, like hiring the best people, that is part of a vision or a mission statement. Training them, that's a mission, part of a mission statement. Training to be the best, that kind of thing. And then the values are things, and there's more values in this, but honesty, integrity, hard work, be a leader, be loyal, be kind, be excellent. Those are all great values that you could instill in your company. So now that you've written this, now how do you make it come alive? Because here's the thing. I've been in the around for a little while. You might be able to tell by my gray hair. So I've been in and out, and I did sales to businesses for 15 years on the road. And I went into a lot of businesses that had vision statements and mission statements and core values on the wall. But I can tell you by talking to people that work there that nobody was following them. And so the business was really kind of like a boat without a rudder. The captain of the ship was absent, so to speak. So, how do you bring these things to life? How do you make them a part of the very culture inside your company? Well, first thing is that share them weekly, if not daily. If you're meeting with your team every day, you can take that moment and say, listen, I'm going to do this often because this is what I really believe in. I'm going to talk about our vision statement. I'm going to talk about our mission statement. I'm going to talk about our core values so that people start to understand, first of all, that you're serious about this. Secondly, that they understand what's important, why it's important. So now recognize those people that exemplify those exemplifies the mission, the vision, mission, and the core values. So when you see somebody that's living your your vision and your mission, your core values, recognize them, and you can do that both publicly and privately. I would do both. The reason you want to do it privately is because that, means a little bit more. And the reason you want to do it publicly is because you want everybody else to realize that, there's a benefit to living your vision, mission, and core values. And then award those people who do it often, who show other people how to be the best that they can be. Reward those people who lead others inside your company. Okay, so that's my, pardon me. It's the worst thing about making videos is, I guess I could have left a space in there and cut that piece out. But I'm not going to do that because I like to freewheel. I like to be spontaneous and I like to be impromptu. So build your vision, mission, and core values, and start being the preacher of those values and your vision and mission for your company, and watch everybody start to get on board with you. If you're interested in knowing more about what it's like to work with me as your coach, is what I'm going to do is I'm going to push you to get there faster and quicker to the point where you're both having a lot more fun, you have a lot more time freedom, and your business is thriving even when you take that much needed vacation. Take care. It's Laurie McNaughton, your Scale Up Business Coach, and looking forward to the opportunity to be of service to you and helping you create something extraordinary.